Remember what it was like to be a kid? To explore and play. To roam free all day. In Jamestown, North Carolina, we get out of the grind and escape into the moment. People feel good here. Let loose here. Eat well here. Feel swell here. We go for a ride or an afternoon stroll. We cheer each other on. And go for the goal. Here, a treasured history meets the energy of a town on the rise. In a place with true heart and soul, and where we have our own special beat. Jamestown, North Carolina, where history and possibility meet.
Please bow your heads for a moment of silence. Thank you. Council, are there any items that need to be added or deleted from the agenda?
Yes, I'd like to request to add the approval and sealing of the November 18th closed session minutes as the last item under the consent agenda, to remove the request to set a public hearing date for the consideration of the rezoning of 207, 209, 301, and 305 West Main Street from the agenda, and to remove the approval of the capital asset policy for the town of Jamestown from the consent agenda, and to add it as the last item under new business.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. And do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda as amended?
I make the motion to approve the consent agenda as amended.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. Katie, has anyone signed up for public comment?
Nobody signed up.
Okay. Thank you. Denise Johnson, would you join Councilmember Burgess at the podium, please? Thank you, Pam.
Resolution honoring the service of Denise Johnson on the planning board. Whereas Denise Johnson faithfully served the town of Jamestown as a member of the planning board from January 2024 through September 2025, offering her time, wisdom, and thoughtful leadership to the community. And whereas she was selected as chair of the planning board in June 2024, demonstrating a leadership style that was both soft and confident, steady, compassionate, and always grounded in a sincere desire to do do what was right for the town. And whereas throughout her service, Denise consistently made decisions based on what she believed was the best for the future of Jamestown, working to preserve the town's cherished small town charm while thoughtfully balancing development and growth pressures. And whereas she brought warmth, kindness, and genuine care to every meeting, every decision, and every discussion and interaction, contributing to an atmosphere of respect, collaboration, and shared purpose. And whereas Denise chose to step down from her position in September 2025 in order to devote herself more fully to caring for a family member and to embrace the profound commitment of fostering a child, reflecting the depth of her compassion and the strength of her character. And whereas the town of Jamestown is deeply grateful for the service that she has given and for the heart that she has brought to the planning board, leaving a meaningful and lasting impact on the community. Now, therefore, I, Councilmember Burgess, on behalf of the mayor and town council, do hereby express my heartfelt appreciation to Denise Johnson for her leadership, dedication, and kindness. And be it further resolved that the town honors her contributions with gratitude and extends its warmest wishes to her as she continues her journey of service, love, and care within her family and community. Adopted the 16th day of December, 2025. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Denise. Council, do we have any one we'd like to recognize during the community corner?
I do. Yeah, I'd like to call up Katie Weiner.
Weiner.
This is a certificate of recognition in recognition of her dedication to the citizens of the town of Jamestown, the town council, and the town staff by way of her attention to detail, adherence to general statutes and laws of North Carolina, her impartiality, and her desire to make the Jamestown community a better place now and for future generations. And we appreciate all you've done for us for all the time we've been here.
I can't believe you got one passport. You guys kept a secret from me. Thank you.
We got her that time, gang. For everybody else's information, Katie is the one that prepares the proclamation, so we had to jump through some hoops to pull that one off. Thank you, Katie. Matthew, are you ready with your manager's report?
Well, good evening, Mayor and Council. We'd like to extend our sincere appreciation to the Town of Jamestown's Rotary Club for organizing the annual Christmas parade. It was a beautiful day, a great participation from the community, and we want to thank our Public Services Department and their staff for helping to assist the Rotary Club during the event to make sure that everyone was kept safe. Loose leaf pickup has begun. We just ask that people continue to place their leaves at the curb for collection, keep them free from debris such as rocks and sticks as they can damage equipment, and keep their bins, cars, and other items away so that the equipment can access them. To date, we have found that they have completed over 12 full rounds and over 105 loads of leaves have been collected. On December the 5th, the staff participated in a training session on municipal hospitality led by Chris Gilbert. The focus was on a mindset shift and how we welcome, serve, and communicate with our residents, businesses, and visitors. Our team has begun working on these concepts and putting them into our daily interactions with an emphasis on making every touch point with the town feel more attentive, respectful, and helpful. Town will be hosting its first budget work session, is tentatively planned for the January 22nd, 2026 date from 5 to 7 p.m. here in the council chambers. That was pending the approval of the budget calendar, which has happened. Town offices will be closed December 24th through 26th for the Christmas holiday, and solid waste services will run 1 day early that week. So services will be on Monday and Tuesday. If your pickup was on Tuesday, it'll be on Monday, and et cetera. Offices will again be closed January 1st in observance of the New Year's holiday, and our solid waste services will run on a normal schedule that week. We did move our bulk pickup collection to January the 8th, just to accommodate the New Year's holiday. Talked to Paul this afternoon, and the speed sign for Guilford Road has been ordered, and as soon as that gets in, it will be installed along Guilford Road. That's all I have, unless you have specific questions.
Any questions?
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Matthew. Council, do we have any committee reports?
I do not.
Do you have any, Pam?
Nope, I do not. Other that the December 8th meeting was canceled due to the inclement weather, as we all know, and the next scheduled meeting is Monday, January 12th at 6 p.m.
Thank you. Do you have any meetings? No meetings? Okay. Eli, do you have anything to report from Ragsdale High School?
This week is our holiday spirit week. We're celebrating Christmas with multiple different themed days. Ragsdale Dance has put on a performance for their winter recital this week. Tonight we have the band concert, and December 18th is our chorus concert. Our winter sports are in full season now. The school's Air Force ROTC is working at the High Point City Lake Parks Winter Fest, and this is our final week before winter break, and when we get back, we will be taking exams, and have a wonderful Christmas.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I have to say, I wasn't able to make it, but I had a friend who went to the dance performance and was blown away. And she has a dancer in her family, and she was blown away by it, so,
Excellent.
yeah.
Right.
Very good performance, I heard.
Do we have a representative from Guilford County Sheriff's Department here? I couldn't see you all the way back in the back. Thank you. Good, thank you.
All right, for the sheriff's office, we've had a total of 20 reports this month, or last month. We had 3 thefts of property. 1 was from Publix, and then 2 were just personal. We had 2 fraud cases, 4 assaults, 1 robbery from Publix, a burglary at Gibson Park, and 8 various calls for service.
Thank you. Any questions, Council?
That's it.
Thank you for your report.
Thank you.
Okay. Martha, would you join me at the podium?
Sure.
Whereas Councilmember Martha Wolf has devoted decades of service, heart, and unwavering commitment to the town of Jamestown. Beginning her work with the town in 1995 and continually faithfully until 2017, offering her service. After which she was elected to the town council, where she has served since 2017. And whereas Councilmember Wolf came from a family whose legacy runs deep in the town, a legacy she has carried forward with exceptional grace, dedication, and strength, becoming in her own right a source of pride for her family and for the community. And whereas she has been a loving mother and grandmother, whose son and grandsons remain the light of her life, grounding her in the joy, purpose, and deep devotion. And whereas Councilmember Wolf is known for her thoughtfulness, generosity, and never forgetting a birthday, always arriving with treats, and extending kindness and hospitality to every person she meets, regardless of the situation. And whereas her professional experience as a former town clerk and her exceptional institutional knowledge have been invaluable to the town, shaping decisions, preserving history, and guiding others. And whereas Councilmember Wolf brings a distinctive charm, including her well-known streak of stubbornness, expressed with such lines as, "You don't have to agree with me, you're allowed to be wrong." A phrase delivered with such warmth that disagreement somehow seems like a privilege. And whereas throughout her years of service, she has remained committed to making the best decisions she could for the town, even when those decisions were difficult, never losing sight of her purpose or the community she loves. And whereas her heart has always guided her leadership, steadfast, compassionate, and fully devoted to the well-being of Jamestown and its people. Now therefore I, Lynn Montgomery, on behalf of the town council, the citizens, extend our deepest gratitude to our whole. Thank you.
She kidding me.
I'll be able to have a speech. But no, I just want to say it's been a privilege and an honor to serve the citizens of Jamestown. Didn't always make people happy, but you never do in life. But we gave it our all with the information we had at the time. It's been a pleasure to work with the staff, other elected officials, other councils that I've worked with, and all the ones I worked with while I was a clerk. Too many to name, but I just, Jamestown's in my blood, and I'm not going anywhere, so I will be keeping an eye on everything. And again, just thank you for allowing me to serve you. Appreciate it.
Rebecca, would you join me? I made it through one. Whereas Rebecca Van Rayburn has faithfully served the town of Jamestown as a member of the town council since December 2017, contributing her time, talent, and deep love for her hometown to every aspect of her work. And whereas Councilmember Rayburn was born and raised in Jamestown and has chosen to invest in the community that shaped her, embodying the very spirit of service and stewardship that defines the town. And whereas she is a dedicated volunteer whose commitment extends well beyond the council chambers, serving as an active member of the Old Jamestown School Association, the Girl Scout troop, as a Girl Scout troop leader and a devoted mother who has been an inspiration to her daughter and the rest of us. And whereas her handcrafted awards bestowed upon the staff for professional achievements remain cherished keepsakes that go beyond acknowledging a job. And whereas Councilmember Rayburn is known for her sharp wit, creative thinking, and ability to develop innovative solutions to complex challenges, bringing both clarity and imagination to her public service. And whereas she has consistently demonstrated a remarkable ability to work with a wide range of people, even those who may disagree with her, approaching every conversation with respect, empathy, and a sincere desire to understand and to collaborate. And whereas throughout her service she has focused on the tools, resources, and opportunities within the town's reach, using what is possible and within her control to move Jamestown forward with purpose and optimism. Whereas even in the most challenging moments, she has led with grace, resilience, and unwavering dedication to the town. And whereas the town of Jamestown wishes to honor Councilmember Rayburn's contributions, her steadfast service, and the heart she has poured into the community. Now therefore, I, Lynn Montgomery, on behalf of the town council and our citizens, extend my deepest gratitude to Councilmember Rayford for her leadership, compassion, and years of committed service.
I would, you ask an elected official if they want to say anything. I got a few more minutes. Don't worry, it won't be long. I've been so honored these past 8 years to represent and serve the people of my hometown. During my first campaign, I remember meeting with Billy Ragsdale and asking, among other things, what his experience was like as the only Democrat on council. He just laughed and said none of that stuff matters. I didn't quite believe him at the time, but over the years realized the truth in his statement. There is a camaraderie that is built when you're fortunate enough to serve with people who love their community, whose 100% focus is on what's best for the town. You can disagree with them, but still feel good compromising for the sake of consensus when you know that every person around the table is there for the right reasons. I came to see that the best and most lasting decisions happen that way. I've served with a number of passionate, community-focused council members who brought our conversations and deliberations, brought to them a wealth of knowledge from experiences that I had never considered, and I am forever thankful for that. I've also gotten to work with an amazing staff who pour their hearts into everything that they do. It was clear from a resident's perspective that the town was well-run, but as a council person, I've seen the tireless work that our employees do, the immense expertise they share, and the pride they take in their jobs. So much of what is required of them is unseen by the public, but those of us who know the effort they put into the town to keep it running smoothly are very appreciative. I was first elected when my daughter was 2 years old and would not have ever considered running for office had it not been for my family's strong support. Serving has been an honor, but it also meant rescheduling family events like anniversaries, making trips out of town for trainings, and missing bedtime routines on meeting nights. My husband, mother-in-law, and daughter have all put up with these inconveniences cheerfully, and I thank them and consider their work a service for the town as well. I wish the next council the best. Although my time as councilperson has ended, I will continue to do what I can to make sure that Jamestown remains the welcoming, quaint, and beloved place it has been for generations. And I encourage my neighbors to do the same. Thank you. Because I have the honor of presenting Mayor Lynn's report. I'm going to go ahead and give this to you because I always make notes on my copy. Whereas Lynn Montgomery has served the town of Jamestown with exceptional dedication, beginning with her 2 years on the planning board, followed by her election to town council in December 2011, and her trusted leadership as mayor since December 2017. And whereas Mayor Montgomery in her professional life is a certified public accountant and Jamestown business owner whose logical, measured, and highly organized approach has carried seamlessly into her public service. And whereas Mayor Montgomery is known for her extraordinary patience and calm, patience that is utterly unwavering, except of course during the final week of tax season, when even the most serene CPA must concede to the laws of nature. And whereas her dedication to the town has been nothing short of remarkable, consistently putting the needs of community first and showing up for the people of Jamestown, even in the most challenging personal moments. And whereas Mayor Montgomery is led with compassion, treating every resident, every staff member, and every colleague with respect, warmth, and fairness. And whereas she has remained grounded throughout her public service, never allowing ego or title to overshadow her purpose, choosing instead to act with humility, reason, and an unwavering focus on the long-term well-being of the town she loves. And whereas her strength of character, calm presence, and ability to maintain her inner peace regardless of circumstances has earned her deep admiration from staff, colleagues, and the community at large. And whereas the town of Jamestown wishes to express its heartfelt gratitude for Mayor Montgomery's years of dedicated leadership, service, and care. Now for be it resolved that the town of Jamestown hereby honors and celebrates Mayor Lynn Montgomery for her distinguished service, leadership, and contributions to the community. And be it further resolved that the town extends its deepest appreciation and warmest wishes to Mayor Montgomery as she retires from her role, with the sincere hope that her future endeavors bring her the same fulfillment, joy, and peace that she has generously brought to the town of Jamestown.
not be possible if my husband didn't take care of everything. That's what it's been. It has been my duty and my pleasure to serve this town. Thank you. But that went better than I thought it was going to. Matthew, you had some remarks.
I do, and thank you. It's going to be tough to follow that. I did prepare some remarks, so forgive me for reading from them, but I do not want to take a moment just to recognize the three of you. And there's a moment in every organization when you realize that leadership is not about who speaks the loudest or stays the longest. It's about who steadies the room when things are hard. Over the years, these three women have done that for Jamestown, sometimes quietly, sometimes at great personal cost, often without recognition. They showed up prepared when decisions were heavy. They asked questions when the easy thing would have been silence. They supported staff when doing so was not politically convenient. What people may not always see is that leadership like that takes something out of you. It requires patience and it requires courage. It requires choosing the long-term good of the community over short-term comfort. As they step away, Jamestown's not losing 3 seats. It's carrying forward the standard that they have set. And we're better because they were willing to lead when it mattered the most. Tonight, we honor 3 remarkable public servants whose collective impact on the town spans more than 5 decades. Their service, their steadiness, and their commitment to this community have helped shape the town that we know today. Martha Wolf, Lynn Montgomery, and Rebecca Rayburn have each walked their own path of service, and yet they share a common thread. They showed up for this town again and again through some of the most challenging and transformational years in the town's history. During their time on council, our community has faced rapid growth, new development pressures, a global pandemic, rising costs of goods and services, and significant changes in the laws and regulations that govern how local governments operate. We navigated shifts in how the town provides essential services, including solid waste collection. We adapted to new technology that changed how we deliver information and connect with residents. Through all of this, they remain thoughtful, diligent, and unwavering in their dedication, and they've done it all without compensation. Their work was driven solely by a love for this community. Martha has served the community in more ways than most people will ever fully know. In addition to her time on the council, she brought with her 21 years of institutional knowledge from her service as Jamestown's town clerk, experience that shaped the town's culture, community, and its connection to the past. I showed her the new plaque in the back for Tom Ragsdale, and she said, "We can't forget our history."
Right, very appreciative.
Martha's roots run deep, and she's always been a driving force in protecting and celebrating that history. She kept a close eye on the traditions and the founding principles that have defined the community for generations. Her sense of place, her respect for where we came from, and her commitment to honoring the people who built this town have been a guiding beacon in countless conversations and decisions. Beyond her historical insight, Martha has been an essential part of our regional transportation conversations, serving as chair of the Transportation Advisory Committee and as Jamestown's representative on the Park Board. Her voice ensured that even as we plan for our future, we do so with an understanding of how people and places connect. And on a personal level, Martha's always supported staff with tremendous warmth. She never misses an opportunity to offer a kind word, a smile, or a hug when it's needed the most. And she remembers our staff birthdays, celebrated their milestones, and treated every member of the team like family. That kind of compassion can't be taught. It's just a reflection of who she is. Martha's service is stitched into the very fabric of the town, its history, its heart, and its people. Her presence has made the town stronger, steadier, and more connected to its roots. Lynn has served as our planning board member, a council member, and as a mayor. She brought to her role a deep professional expertise as a certified public accountant. And that background became invaluable during some of the most challenging fiscal moments that our town has faced. Lynn guided Jamestown through rising costs, shifting revenues, and a rapidly changing financial landscape with both steadiness and grace. She was willing to make difficult decisions when they were most needed, the kinds of decisions that protect a community's long-term stability even when they're not easy in the short term. Her understanding of finance, combined with her calm and thoughtful approach, helped position Jamestown for a stronger and more resilient future. As the mayor, Lynn has represented the town at the Piedmont Triad Regional Council and at countless functions throughout the community. She's also been the chief supporter of restoring the Jamestown's first fire truck, a project that preserves a unique piece of our history and speaks to her deep respect for the people who built the town. I expect to see you out there riding on it. And Rebecca has been a steady, thoughtful, and principled voice on the town council. As our liaison to both the Planning Board and the Parks and Recreation Committee during her tenure, she consistently brought a resident-centered perspective to every discussion. But one of the qualities that always stood out to me was her willingness to lead from the front. She never shied away from making motions on some of the toughest decisions that this council has ever had to face. I asked her once why she was always willing to take that first step, and her answer stayed with me. She said, if I believe in something strongly enough to vote for it, then I will feel a duty to make the motion to see it through. That mindset is the hallmark of an excellent leader, someone who does not wait for others to take the risk, but instead accepts the responsibility that comes with conviction. I have a profound respect for her ability to make the hard calls when they were needed, and for the steady confidence that she's brought to every vote, every debate, and every moment of uncertainty. Her leadership has shaped the council in meaningful ways, and her example will continue to influence how decisions are made long after her term is ended. These three women are pioneers, not only in Jamestown, but in North Carolina, and in the quiet, steadfast work of public service. They've been partners, collaborators, and problem solvers. And speaking personally, I will miss working with each of them. It's been an honor to serve alongside leaders who care so deeply and give so much of themselves for the good of this town. On behalf of the staff, on behalf of the community, we thank you. Thank you for your service, your wisdom, your perseverance, and your example. We are proud to have served with you. We hope to continue, that you will continue to be a presence at our meetings, our events, and in town hall. Martha, you're going to have to give that budget calendar another look. Jamestown is better because of all three of you, and your impact will be felt for many years to come. As a small token of our appreciation, I'd like to present each member with an honorary brick. I'll show it to you. It's over here on the table. That will be installed in Ren Miller Park, and as a small gift from the town, I have a special gift for the mayor, if you'll just bear with me for one moment.
Uh-oh.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
So, some of you may know that the mayor, as a hobby, has a real knack for miniatures. And I was like, what do you get a mayor that does miniatures? So, if you'll bear with me.
I'm a little worried.
Oh, my God.
Uh-oh.
It's not a miniature in its sense, but it is a miniature of the town's seal. And it's the seal that hangs on the wall behind you and has for several meetings now, and this is a miniature version of that. And I will give that to you, as well as the key to the town.
Whoa.
And you can do with that what you like.
That's awesome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate your kind words.
With that, I'm going to call a 5-minute recess so that we can collect ourselves. Thank you. with their respective family members who will be holding the Bible during the swearing in. Jim will get in the middle, and we'll do one at a time. Jim, please raise your right hand, place your left hand on the Bible as the oath is administered. Do you, Jim Gibson, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and solemnly and sincerely swear that you will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the state of North Carolina and to the constitutional powers and authorities which are or may be established for the government thereof, and that you will endeavor to support and maintain and defend the Constitution of the United States to the best of your knowledge and ability, and solemnly swear that you will well and truly execute the duties of the office of council member of the town of Jamestown. So help you God.
I do.
Thank you. Do you, Jim Westmoreland, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and solemnly and sincerely swear that you will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the state of North Carolina and to the constitutional powers and authorities which are or may be established for the government thereof, and that you will endeavor to support and maintain and defend the Constitution of the United States to the best of your knowledge and ability, and solemnly swear that you will well and truly execute the duties of the office of council member of the town of Jamestown, North Carolina. So help you God.
I do.
Do you, Susan Dickinson, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and solemnly and sincerely swear that you will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the state of North Carolina and to the constitutional powers and authorities which are or may be established for the government thereof, and that you will endeavor to support and maintain and defend the Constitution of the United States to the best of your knowledge and ability, and solemnly swear that you will well and truly execute the duties of the office of mayor of the town of Jamestown, North Carolina. So help you God. I do. I do. First, congratulate you with your new position. You now work for not 1, 2, or 10 people. You now have 3,700 bosses, and you have no paycheck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, spelled right. Okay, here. Wow.
Can we just have one more round of applause for Lynn and Rebecca and the outgoing, I mean, really, thank you all so much for everything. And I know I haven't always been the easiest to get along with, so I appreciate your patience with me, too. Okay, folks. Well, our first order of business is going to be the selection of a mayor pro tem. And because I'm new at this, I might read a little bit more than you're used to. We'll just all learn this together. The mayor pro tem serves in the event of the mayor's absence, disability, or vacancy, and generally presides over council meetings when the mayor isn't there. And I've met individually with all of our council members. We've had a few discussions before tonight. But with that being said, do I hear a motion to select a member to serve as the mayor pro tem for the next 2 years?
Yes, I would like to make a motion, but I would like my opportunity to say a few words now. So I'm going to speak about my friend Pam, who I've gotten to know very well over the last 2 years. She and I were quick friends when we campaigned together. And Pam has demonstrated the demeanor and leadership skills necessary for the mayor pro tem job. But additionally, and most importantly, she has proven her dedication to the people of Jamestown over and over. From being a thoughtful steward of tax dollars to connecting Jamestown to the rich history of the free people of color, and even just this week, spearheading an initiative with our small businesses to ensure our more senior community members don't go without this holiday season. She has really proven herself, and she will be a history-making mayor pro tem, being the first African-American pro tem in the history of Jamestown. So with that, I would like to make a motion to appoint Pam Burgess to serve as the mayor pro tem.
And I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
Thank you. So I'm honored, and I thank you, Sarah, and I am so honored to have the opportunity to work with the new council over the next couple of years, and I was just as honored to work with our previous mayor and council. So thank you, and thank you to the town of Jamestown. Thank you to Matthew and staff.
Thank you. Okay, next, one of our members will serve as the council representative to the town planning board. Councilmember Burgess has been serving in that role for the past 2 years, and thank you for that as well, Pam.
Thank you.
Do I have a motion to appoint a council member to serve as council representative to the planning board?
I make a motion to nominate Sarah Glanville to the planning board.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, thank you very much, Sarah. We also have a representative on the Town Parks and Recreation Committee. Do I have a motion to appoint a member to serve as the council representative to the Parks and Recreation Committee?
Madam Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to nominate Pam Burgess to be our representative on the Parks and Recreation Advisory Committee.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, thank you very much for that. Next, outside of the Town Hall, we have the Transportation Advisory Committee of the High Point Metropolitan Planning Organization. This is made up of elected officials from the member jurisdictions of Archdale, Denton, High Point, Jamestown, Lexington, Thomasville, Trinity, and Walburg. I did not know that, so I find that very interesting. Do I hear a motion to appoint a council member to the Transportation Advisory Committee?
Madam Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to nominate Jim Westmoreland to the Transportation Advisory Committee.
A second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, Mr. Transportation there. Mayor Montgomery has served as the council's representative to the Piedmont Triad Regional Council over the years. So with your approval, I'd like to continue the tradition and serve as the PTRC representative.
Madam Mayor, I'd make a motion that you serve as our representative to the Piedmont Triad Regional Council.
Thank you.
I second.
Opposed? In favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, thank you very much. We also have a member serve as liaison to the Guilford County Board of Education, a role previously served by Councilmember Glanville. Thank you, Sarah. Do I hear a motion to appoint a council member as representative to the Guilford County Board of Education?
I make a motion to appoint Jim Gibson to serve as the council representative to the Guilford County School Board.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, Mr. Principal and Representative to the Board of Education. Perfect choice. Okay, that's taken care of. Let's see here, we know that the public hearing item was removed, and we've added the approval of the capital asset policy for the town of Jamestown. Okay, let's just open that for discussion here. Does anyone want to express?
So, Madam Mayor, I know there was some conversation amongst this council when the item came out, some additional information may be appropriate, either from the town manager tonight or for us to potentially, if it's not sort of time sensitive, defer the item to the January 20th meeting of council.
I would also prefer, if it's not time sensitive, I'd prefer to defer it to the January meeting as well.
Okay.
Yep.
You want to state that as a motion, or is that enough?
Is it time sensitive?
No.
Okay. So I make a motion to move the consideration of approval of the capital asset policy for the town of Jamestown to the January council meeting, January 20th council meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, that's taken care of. Very nice. Okay, did anyone sign up for public comment?
Nobody signed up.
Well, all right, is there any other business? Anything anyone would like to discuss? I'm not ready to get up yet, so think of something.
So, Madam Mayor, I don't know if it's appropriate or not, but I did want to take just 2 minutes to recognize the folks in the community who bestowed their faith and honor in me to serve as a town council member. As I was out for, a good 2.5 months in the town, meeting new people, hearing about the history of the town and some of the stories that I heard out there in terms of people who live in the community, I fell even more in love with Jamestown, let's put it that way. And looking forward to working with this council specifically and serving in this role. We'll have a lot of hard work ahead of us, obviously, over the course of the next 4 years for us, 2 years for Pam and Sarah, but looking forward to it. I think, as Matthew mentioned in his remarks, the town has seen a lot of growth and development. We're at sort of a critical point now in the history of Jamestown, and I'm looking forward to being a part of that service to the community, so thank you.
Thank you.
Madam Mayor, I'd like to kind of echo what some of the comments that Jim made about thanking the community. It's interesting to see the amount of time and effort that everyone put into this, and I know Jim spent a lot of time on street corners in Jamestown, and that was enjoyable going by and honking at him, and I got to knock on hundreds of doors and met a lot of wonderful people here in Jamestown who are very passionate about the town, and I hope that we're able to kind of faithfully serve all the residents to the best of our abilities to make this the best place for everyone. I've spent the past 30 years of my life here, and look forward to making it even better for all those concerned. But thank you and for everyone.
Madam Mayor, I would have one other comment for both Jim and I. I think we'd both like to thank our wives for putting up with us in the campaign phase of this effort, and thank them in advance for the help and leadership that they'll provide to us as we get into our work here for the town. So thank you.
Okay, thanks. All right, just one more from me. I'd also like to thank everyone. This was an amazing journey, and landing here is just, I still can't believe it. There have been a lot of people I need to thank, but right now I would like to mention there's a whole lot to this position, and we have been spending the past weeks in webinars and reading and researching and talking and meeting and looking at old records and minutes, just to really working to prepare ourselves for what's ahead. And there are just a lot of things that I've learned, and we'll probably be sharing more than you want to know, because I think that sometimes we kind of assume everyone knows, how things work here, or what the mayor's job is, or what, I never knew the mayor only votes in the case of a tiebreaker, for example. And just a lot of other things I'll be sharing probably on my website or blog or something, if that's allowed. I still need to talk with Matthew and the attorneys about that. But we are going to aim to be as transparent and open as we can and try to meet with everybody in these very informal gatherings once a month at a restaurant in town if we can, or a coffee shop, or, Potent Potable, something like that. And create a way that you can always reach out to us and ask questions and express your concerns. So with that, I have to thank my husband, too, who put up with a lot of unexpected changes and had to get up a lot of fly fishing over the past couple months in order to be there with me and straightening my signs every morning. So thank you, Tim.
And I would like to say, it was a good call thanking your spouses, because infamously, a little bit of a pop culture nut, and infamously, Hillary Swank forgot to thank her husband in her Oscar speech, and soon after they got divorced. So, good call. And that leads me to my second comment, which is you will find, you said, I don't know if this is the appropriate time in other business, much to the chagrin sometimes of the mayor, some people find anything appropriate under other business. So, good job, Jim.
Okay, and unless Pam wants to say something else, with that, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Madam Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Our second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right.